So today I'm going to teach you guys how to saddle a horse. What you're going to need is your horse, right, Mocha? You'll need your English pad, brushes, an English girth, an English saddle, and your English bridle. So your first step is to brush down the horse. Especially in the spring when they have all their dead hair coming off, you're going to want a shedding blade and a body brush. So first you're going to take the shedding blade and just kind of go over them in long motions with the hair. It'll get out any of, the hairs and stuff. And then you're going to take the body brush and make sure that all of the dirt and dust comes off. This is a necessary step when riding and saddling your horse. Some of you may say, oh, why does that matter? It's a big animal, it'll get over it. But if you have dirt and dead hair, it can pinch when you put the saddle on, and that usually results in naughty behavior such as bucking and rearing. Your next step is to put the saddle pad on the horse. Don't just throw it up like that and slide it upwards, because that can irritate the skin too. What you're going to want to do is put it on her neck and slide it down into place so that the wither indent in the saddle pad matches up with her withers. And this is where it should be placed, and you're going to have to make sure that it's in the center and it matches the line down her back. Okay, good. Your next step is to saddle the horse. Just like with the pad, you're going to gently put it more forward. I'll help you try it, and then push it back a little bit. So it sits just like with the pad. The saddle has an indent for the girth. So you're going to want to put it so it fits nicely. And yeah. Your next part is to girth the horse. I already have the girth attached to the other side, so this is just a demonstration girth. I'm just going to set that right there. So with English saddles, you have a keeper that you can, it's optional, but you can put your girth through there, and I'll demonstrate. Just grab onto your horse, oh girl. Just slide it through there, or you can just have it on top, but I slid through the other side, so you're going to want to do that. You pick up the flap, and you attach it. Now, you don't want to attach it really tight the first time. You want to, tighten the girth about 3 different times. Once pretty loose, so your horse can get used to it, and then again right before you're about to hop on, and then your last time to tighten it is when you're warmed up and you've done a little bit of walking and trotting. Your next step is to bridle your horse. First, you want to take off the halter. Instead of just dropping it on the ground and making it a hazard, just fasten it around their neck. Not only will this not make stuff laying on the ground, hazardous, but it'll also give you another way to catch her if she tries to run off. So your first step is to take the crown piece in your hand like this. And then you take the cavesson, which is also called the noseband, up, and you take the reins and you slide it over their neck as another method of having your horse caught. Now comes the hard part. So you take the bit in your left hand and you want to ask them gently to open their mouth. Open up. Yeah, I know. Come on, you're almost there. We're almost there. Come on, open up. Open your mouth, horse. Thank you. Then you slide the brow band up over your horse's ears, and you take the cavesson and you put it down. Now you're going to want to adjust it, make sure all the hair is off and out, and your next step is to put the cavesson on. Now, a lot of people will just attach it like this, but you got to make sure that you tuck it in between the cheek piece, so that way it doesn't flop around. Ooh, wrong one. Now you attach it, and you should be able to fit about 3 fingers in beneath your horse and the cavesson. Come on. Get enough right. Next, you take the throat latch and you do the same thing you did with the cavesson, only this time you want to be able to fit about a fist in between it. Okay, so then we'll put it up on the second one. Always make sure you put it in the keeper to stop it from, floating around by your horse's eyes and spooking them, because that just gets bad. Okay, we'll work that in. Tuck the end in. And a lot of English bridles don't have this, but this one just so happens to have a chain for extra support and leverage on your horse. Now, when you put on the chain, you want to make sure that it's flat. Don't put it on twisted, because that'll irritate them. And then you put it on the hook. Maybe. You're probably too fat for this. It should be as loose as you can pretty much get it. Take off your halter. Toss it somewhere where it's not hazardous. And voila, you have a totally tacked up horse.